was happy to meet the man of my dreams in the year 2019. We were dating from 2019 to 2022, and in the year 2022, he asked for my hand in marriage. I was ecstatic. I couldn't have asked for anything more. He was perfect. He has a logistics business with trucks going in and out of the country consistently. He owns a few properties and he has 2 cars. He's 37 and I'm 32. We met at OR Tambo International Airport when I came back from visiting my cousin in Cape Town. It was love at first sight. He's a member of a reputable church and he is very much respected at his church, which is in Pretoria. Throughout our time of dating, he never touched me once. He was all about waiting until marriage, and he impressed me so much with that, because how many men would actually nowadays respect the fact that the body is a temple of God and no sex before marriage? I really felt that I had the real deal with this guy. So he proposed in September 2022 and we organized for the wedding to be in March 2020. He said he has all the money he needed and he didn't want a lengthy period of planning since he couldn't wait for us to spend the rest of our lives together. The lobola or dowry payment was done by end of November. We did umembeso by December and March 25 was set to be the wedding date. All went according to plan, and yes, we got married on 25 March this year of 2023. The one thing that I must say was very strange was the fact that whenever I asked him about where we would go for our honeymoon, he would say that we will see after the wedding. This was weird because I understood that immediately after the wedding it's honeymoon time and not planning the honeymoon time. But anyway, too many other things were keeping me happy and the wedding preparations were keeping me on my toes, so I didn't focus too much on that. Wedding day comes, we get married, our families are there, his entire church is there, our friends are over the moon for us, and it really was what you can call a perfect wedding. Wedding ends and we were off to one of his properties in Sandton, where we were going to start our lives together as husband and wife. He had a limo take us there, and I must say this again, that it was weird for me that he didn't really seem eager for us to be intimate. And I mean, he wasn't making advances that a longing man would make to his wife that he just wedded. He wasn't even reaching out to hold my hand at any point. The wedding was in Pretoria, and from there to Sandton. My newly wedded hubby did not make any attempt to hold my hand, touch me or kiss me. I mean, we didn't have to be holy now. It was okay now. We were married. So we get to Sandton and we go inside his house and he lets me sit in the lounge area and disappears for what seemed to be forever. When he came back, he showed me the bathroom and said I could bath and just take care of myself after that long day. Even then I'm thinking, aren't you gonna join me? But then I went ahead and did as he said. But by that time I was feeling a bit offish, like a little uncomfortable because I didn't feel like we were married. And worse, it didn't feel like we had just gotten married like now. So as I was bathing, I wasn't really enjoying that bath at all because I kept wondering if there is another woman. Did I make the right decision here by marrying him? Has he suddenly lost interest? Like, has he fallen out of love with me suddenly? What's going on? Okay, so I finish my bath and make sure that I look really good. Then he calls me to the dinner table. Oh, by the way, when I was bathing, he took a shower there by his bedroom. So as we approached the dinner table, we were both fresh and clean. Then, as I was wondering how to go about expressing myself about how distant I feel from him, he drops the bomb on me. He says, right, so as you know, I'm doing very well when it comes to my financial life, but there are bigger businesses that I need to take on. I want more money and more power than what I already have. I was so confused as to why this wasn't about us, our family, our home, our future kids, our future business. Why was it about him? His finances, his power, his businesses. Did I just say I do to a narcissist? Well, I wish I had married a narcissist. What I married was worse, a snake. So he had a snake the whole time. That's where he gets his wealth from. Now, because he needs to grow his power and money, the snake demanded that he marries a woman, not for himself, but for it. When I said I do, I said it to the snake, not him. He said he wasn't allowed to touch me because he'll lose everything. He can't even hold my hand because the snake will get way too jealous and end it all for him. As he was talking, the snake husband thing started hissing loudly, and I noticed which room the sound was coming from. "It's time," the man who was supposed to be my husband said. I suddenly felt dizzy, and I can't say I passed out, but I wasn't feeling all there. But I was awake and aware of everything. I was kind of hypnotized, maybe a little. I remember being put into a huge white bed, lying down face up, legs open, and something entering my private part. It was spinning and moving around like it was going crazy inside of me. This went on for about 20 minutes, and I was carried into another bedroom and left to rest. I was weak. It was as if the snake had done it to me for hours. Every day this would happen 2 or 3 times a day. I wasn't allowed to tell anyone, as I was told the snake would kill me. The man told me if I tried to escape, I can't get far because I'm constantly on the snake's radar. He said that's why he didn't want to touch me even though we were far from his house. The snake can see us wherever we are, and it can hear whatever we are saying. I speak to my family and pretend I'm okay. I can't tell them because I fear for my life. I've started praying a lot. I wasn't such a strong Christian, and I considered him to be the one. But now I'm really seeking God's help, and through prayer, I gained the bravery to write this message. I don't know what's going to happen, but at this point, even death is better than this life. I've been married for much less than a year, but I'm the most unhappy woman alive.